Have you ever found yourself stuck, knowing exactly what you should do, but something inside you simply wouldn't let you move forward, as if there was an invisible barrier blocking your progress? That feeling, that inner voice preventing you from taking action, has a name: fear. But it's not just the fear of failure. Sometimes, the greatest fear we face is the fear of success, of becoming more than we believe we deserve. In today's episode, we will dive deep into self-sabotage and the fear that constantly imprisons us. We will identify where these fears come from, why they hold so much power over us, and most importantly, how we can overcome them. If you've ever felt stuck because of your own actions, this episode is for you. The cycle of self-sabotage, what it is and why it happens. Self-sabotage is the unconscious behavior that repeatedly prevents you from achieving your goals. It's as if your own brain, instead of helping, is setting traps to keep you stuck in the same place. But why? Often, the cycle of self-sabotage is rooted in the fear of facing the unknown. We grow in comfort zones, even if they are uncomfortable, and our brain fights to maintain the status quo. Whenever we try something new, whether it's changing careers, starting a new relationship, or pursuing a big goal, uncertainty triggers a defense response: fear. And this fear doesn't just manifest as anxiety. It hides in subtle behaviors. Procrastination, distraction, lack of commitment, and even perfectionism are forms of self-sabotage because they keep us away from the risk of failing or, ironically, succeeding. The first step to overcoming self-sabotage is to identify when it's happening. Often, it disguises itself as common habits. Have you ever spent hours organizing your desk, knowing you should be focusing on an important task? Or perhaps you committed to doing something, but unconsciously created excuses to delay it. Here are some classic signs of self-sabotage. Procrastination, delaying important tasks to focus on trivial things. Perfectionism, focusing on irrelevant details to avoid real progress. Self-criticism, judging yourself so harshly that you give up before trying. Self-justification, finding excuses not to fully commit to your goals. Make a list of the areas in your life where you feel stuck and ask yourself, am I sabotaging myself here? Being honest with yourself is key to starting the change. Facing fear, practical overcoming techniques. Now that you've identified self-sabotage patterns, it's time to face the root problem: fear. The fear of failure, the fear of being judged, the fear of not being good enough. All these fears can paralyze us, but the key to overcoming them is to face them gradually and practically. Here are 3 exercises that can help. 1. Gradual exposure to fear. Start by facing small fears, like public speaking in smaller settings, before exposing yourself to bigger challenges. This technique, known in psychology as systematic desensitization, trains the brain to feel more comfortable with discomfort. 2. Reframing. Instead of seeing fear as a sign of danger, try reframing it as an opportunity for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? When we change our perspective on fear, it loses some of its power over us. 3. Positive visualization. Instead of focusing on the worst outcomes, visualize the ideal scenario. Close your eyes and imagine yourself overcoming the obstacle, feeling proud and relieved after accomplishing what challenged you. Breaking the self-sabotage cycle with new habits. Overcoming self-sabotage is not something that happens overnight, but a process of building new habits that replace the old ones. Here are some practices you can start today to break this cycle. Create constructive routines. Establish a morning routine that includes meditation, exercise, and setting priorities. Starting the day with clarity and purpose can help prevent procrastination. Break tasks into small steps. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by a big task, break it down into small, actionable steps. This reduces mental resistance and makes progress feel more achievable. Track your progress. Keep a journal where you note your small achievements. Celebrating accomplishments, no matter how small, strengthens the brain to keep seeking progress. Now let's practice. Close your eyes and think of an area in your life where you are sabotaging yourself. It could be something small, like starting a project, or something bigger, like a career change. Now, imagine yourself overcoming that barrier and feeling accomplished. What do you need to do today, right at this moment, to take the first step? Additionally, take some time to create a list of 3 things you can do daily to combat self-sabotage. It could be something as simple as organizing your schedule, setting clear boundaries, or even reminding yourself that you are capable of overcoming any challenge. Overcoming fear and self-sabotage is not an easy path, but it's one worth taking. Every step you take toward your goal is a victory against the inner voices trying to hold you back. Remember, you have the power to change, grow, and become the best version of yourself. And every time you face fear, you're one step closer to living the life you truly desire. Stay with us as we explore more ways to overcome mental barriers and build the life you deserve. If you're enjoying our tips and advice, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Help us help others by sharing with those you know who are seeking direction. See you in the next chapter. Bye-bye.